This time on Street Rag Garage, we are back again at the impound auto auction, the police impound auto auction, to see what they have to offer today. Let's get started. For those who don't know, or this is your first time, this is the Indianapolis police impound auction, where all the crashed vehicles, people that get arrested, or vehicles that are left abandoned on the streets go to, and then they're sold off if they are not reclaimed by the previous owner. So on this auction, you do get a paperwork that you take to the license branch, and they hand you a title. They don't actually hand you one. They send you one in the mail in like 2 weeks. I think you can speed title it and get it in about 2 days if you're really in a hurry to sell these vehicles off. But the thing about this is it is a public auto auction, and being a public auto auction, the public's allowed to bid on it, and being the public's allowed to bid on it, they often bid too high. Now there are dealers that also go and buy some cars here. You just have to be patient, not overbid, and make sure you inspect the car before you go out there and bid on these vehicles. This is an online bid only auction, so you can't go there in person and raise your hands, but you can go the day before the auction, which is on a Wednesday, and inspect the cars. You can't start them, but there is a video on the cars that do run that they show you on the screen here, so you at least get to hear them run virtually. So prices have been a little bit high lately, and today may not be an exception. According to some of these prices here, let's look at some of these, and you let me know if you think they're going a little bit too high. So the first car, I don't really want to look at it. I didn't mark it as a favorite or anything, but it is a 2019 Chevy Malibu. Sold. Now, it already has pre-bids right here. They're just getting ready to start bidding on this one. They already have pre-bids of $1,375. And if we look through these pictures here, you can see it says it went into gear. New bidder. New bidder. It is damaged on the front side, and you're not seeing a very good picture of that. It does have a rebuilt title on it too, so it loses points there. How many miles? 148, I said. New bidder. New bidder. Going for $1,700. $1,800. Now, you have to add in your auction fees. You can see it's damaged there. We don't get a real clear picture of that damage, but we can tell it's damaged pretty good. And they are just bidding away on this car. 19 is not a bad year, but the miles are kind of high. And if we come down here, we want to look, they won't stop bidding. $2,375 is a bid on it, but $24.75 is a bid. $3,100. So that's like $600 of auction fees added on to that. That's about almost $700 of auction fees right there now. So $700 worth of auction fees. If you're going to bid on the car, make sure you scroll down here. They make it a little bit difficult to do, but as soon as that other bar lights up, you slide that sucker down and you watch this number. This is the number you're bidding off of. This is what you're paying for the car. $3,300, $3,353 on a $2,600 bid. So yeah, keep that in mind when you're bidding on this car. That's a 2019, and it has 148,000 miles. Isn't so bad. Sold. So $3,300. This one went for, has some damage on it. It is repairable. I just wish they would have did a better job of showing the damage right here. So you're looking at a fender, a door, maybe the other door. So if you think it's worth it and you can make some money off of it, you know, it's a good deal. But if the car market is down a little bit, I don't know if you're going to make a whole lot of cash off of this. Sold. I would say this is maybe a $4,000 car, maybe 45, but this market is not good. So with a rebuilt title is what's scary on that. A lot of people shy away from the rebuilt title deal. So hopefully whoever bought this is either going to fix it up and drive it for themselves, or might be able to squeak out a few dollars on making some money off of that one. Okay, the next one up is it's a little bit better looking car. It's this 2013 GMC Acadia, and it has $1,250 on it right now. It says here you can't see the miles on it for whatever reason, but it has keys, engine runs, and went into gear. I'm a little sad that you can't see the miles on it, but if you look at the body is pretty clean. It's not all dented up, it's not beat up. And what's the interior look like on the inside? It's okay. I mean, it's not awful. The seats aren't all ripped up. Oh, it is a little bit dirty when you zoom in on that.
New bidder.
Oh, there's the back seat. Never mind, I take it back, it's filthy. And there's a spare tire in the back. So that's unfortunate. I don't like the fact that the tires are marked, because that means it was left out on the roadway and somebody didn't even care enough to move the car and let it get impounded. So that could be a problem. And that would, for me, that would keep the bidding low, but it's $1,800 right now with auction fees at about $400. $467.50 to be exact on the auction fees. Really wish they just had a standard auction fee of like maybe $250.
Next on the block.
I'd be okay with that. But just as long as you're bidding off that number, you're okay. So that's what they paid for this car. It's a little bit of a gamble, seeing how the tires are marked on the other side of it, right there. So I probably wouldn't want to give that much for it. If the tires weren't marked and we knew the miles on it, definitely all day long. But that's a scary one there. We got to find a good one. I want to look at something that's a little bit more sellable, I would call it. It's the good old Honda. They always sell very well, the Hondas and the Toyotas. So this is a 2009 Honda Accord. And it looks good on this side, but it has been in an accident. It has 198,000 miles on it, which is okay for a Honda. Has keys, engine runs, went in gear. So we got all that going for us. So we know all that. Now, it looks like it's been scuffed a little bit here, but it has been hit right here on the corner. And as you can see, it's pushed this tire in just a little bit. So I don't know if somebody come in here and tapped it there, or if it hit a curb. That's a possibility. But this suspension is pretty flimsy in the back of these cars.
Next on the block.
And there's a couple bars that go in there that control the alignment of the wheel, which is all pretty easy. Even if the rear cradle is bent underneath it here, it's pretty easy just to unbolt that and just stick another one in. It's no big deal. I've done it before. It's pretty simple. But it's got $650 on it right now. And that, where's that bring us up? We got to bring our small number up so we can bid on it. $700 on it. Yeah, it's starting to go up there. $900, $1,000. Well, it just went past where I wanted to be on it. So $775 is $1,000. So keep that in mind when you're bidding on that, just in case you get carried away and you're not looking at the small numbers. I like to stay under like $1,500, but on this car, since it needs repairs, I would want to stay under $1,000 on it. And it's already gone over the $1,000 mark. It's $1,057 right now, which is, it's okay. It's okay for this car if they stop bidding on it. But it just needs to be cleaned up. What's it look like on the inside? It's okay on the inside. I don't know what all this junk is right here. Looks like maybe debris from the accident from the other car, and looks like somebody was living in the car. So that's weird that they didn't come back and get their stuff, and let's say we're in an accident and they got all their stuff taken. Now, the one tire has been marked. Now, we don't know why, because it looked like it was an accident, but $875, that's what, about $1,100 with the auction fees on there. But it was obviously an accident. There's that wheel and the damage there. So to fix that, you probably have already $1,500 to $1,700 into it. fixing up the car. Is it worth $2,500? Maybe, but you're not making much money on that.
New bidder.
So we definitely passed on that one. Oh, it is a V6 car though. That's pretty cool. I don't know anything about the V6 Honda engines, but the four cylinders are really good. But well, we're gonna have to look some more. Still not a good deal. Now, one of the cars that always sell well, I think we looked at it. Was it an Impala last time we looked at, or was it the Malibu? But anyway, here is a 2012 Chevy Malibu right here, and these always sell good. But unfortunately, they also bid high on them. It's at $1,450 right now. The bidding hasn't quite started. It's 18.
Next on the block.
18 what? I can't see it, but it's $1,800. And I'm having a hard time getting the slider up. There you go, $1,825 for this Malibu right here.
New bidder.
It says it runs. It has 192,000 miles on it, which is high. I like to stick about 150,000 really, but it has keys. Engine runs went in gear. So this is fairly clean. Looks like somebody put some aftermarket rims on it. Has a catalytic converter on it. That's important for some people. The Ecotec engine, which isn't, I don't think it's the greatest. It's a little bit dirty. This concerns me because usually people that don't keep the inside of their car clean or maintain usually don't maintain the internals of their engines, and they leave junk in the back. Now here's a video. Let's look at that.
2012 Chevy Malibu with 192,000 miles. Started with the jump pack, went into gear, and it is running right now.
So that's the information they give you. So you can hear it running. It sounds okay. He even takes off a terminal to tell you that the alternator obviously is good because the car keeps running. And they do a quick walk around on the car.
New bidder.
So you can see,
New bidder.
You know, in these like 10 seconds of video here. It's not great video. It'd be nice if they could do that individually. Each car, take it out and do a little bit more detailed than this super quick video, but it is what it is. It is better than nothing. And didn't see any check engine lights on there, so that's all good. And it's not making any weird noises, so that's good. And they are bidding on it. It's $1,500. So that just sold for about close to $2,000. So I'm going to say that one's an okay deal. I would give that one maybe in today's market $3,200, maybe $3,500. So as long as there's no problems with the car, you can make about $1,000 off of it. So that's what I go for, about $1,000, $1,500 per car. So that's not being too greedy, I would say, for a profit margin. All right, here is one that I am very interested in. Mainly because they don't get very many old classic vehicles in the auction, this auction. Now this one says it's a 1997 Oldsmobile 88. That's obviously not what it is. But if we look here on the tag, it does say 1968.
Sold.
And, we do know it's an Oldsmobile.
Next on the block.
Mainly because of this little tag here. But it's already bid up to $1,350 already. $1,700. I'm willing to hit this a time. $1,400. But remember, we're bidding down here, and I've been outbid at $1,450.
New bidder.
I'm willing to give a couple $1,000s for this car, and I'll bid $1,600 on it, which brings us to $2,037. And we've been outbid again, and again, and again. And people are just tearing up this car. I would have liked to have this, but it's already over budget, and it looks awful underneath the hood. But it would have been cool. But at this auction, you're bidding against the public. Man, that's a cool car, isn't it? I was about to, almost had myself talked into bidding again until they hit it some more. Now it's at $2,300. Yipes. Oh, that is a $2,000 car the way it sits. We don't know if it runs. Well, obviously it doesn't run right now. We don't know if it has a capability of running. And it's been sitting for years. That's at least 5 years.
Next on the block.
Well, that's a shame. I was really hoping for this one, but I'm not gonna overspend.
New bidder.
That is a problem. This car you could put a battery in it. It could start up and immediately go down the road. Or it could have a bad engine, bad transmission, and everything else wrong with it. But it's a fairly solid car, and it would clean up pretty good. That's okay. We'll go on Facebook Marketplace and find us an old car there. Oh well, moving on. Well, let's look at one that is quickly becoming an American classic. It is the old Ford Ranger. We have a 1997 Ford Ranger, and it is a step side as well.
Sold.
They call them sold. They call Ford step sides.
Next on the block.
But unfortunately, it does not have any keys with it. But it is a 5-speed, which is really cool. And looks like it has a cracked windshield. It's got some big tires on the back for whatever weird reason.
New bidder.
But it's pretty solid.
New bidder.
Looks okay underneath. Yeah, it's got the little 4-cylinder engine, the old 2.3 that's been around forever and runs good. 206,000 miles on it. Kind of high, but not really. And it's a little bit jacked up. Don't know what happened here. Maybe the ignition's messed up. This might start. Maybe the ignition's jacked up. Does that take a programmed key? I don't think so. It's 5-speed. It's not bad, really. I wish it ran. It's got marks on the tires. That's one thing I don't like. And why is it red? That's unusual. It's got, is that 2 marks on the tires? Huh. That might have been a private impound. If you tag a vehicle, yeah, it's been tagged. See, it has this tag right here. If it sits for 72 hours after being tagged, they will impound it. Even on a private lot, if it has signs up. Is this damage right here? What is that? Ugh, I didn't go out and look at these things. This is iffy. I mean, it'd be nice to have, but it's bid at $450, which brings us to $626, which isn't bad. But I've been tricked before buying cars that I thought I could fix up at this auction. I just recently lost, what, $500 gambling here. So I don't know. Let's look and see what this goes for. I just wish I could see here a little bit better. I mean, the interior is okay on this. I mean, if this runs and it moves, it's a good deal.
Sold.
But what is that?
Next on the block.
There. It really looks like it's been hit. This might be another bed they put on it, because this looks like the passenger side, and it looks like it got hit on the driver's side as well. $450. I don't think we're going to bid on it. I mean, the wheels don't even match all the way around. $475, $500 on it now. Yeah, see, look, it's damaged on both sides. So I think somebody hit this, pushed the bed into the cab, so it could have a bent frame, and the cab's definitely messed up. So that's a no-go. $500. 100. See,
new bidder.
$500.
New bidder
is about $150 worth of auction fees. So I don't know where it goes up from there, but
sold.
That's
sold. Next on the block.
That's an okay deal. I don't know. I'm a little sad I didn't bid on it, but I probably would not have wanted to bid on it. 200,000 miles on it. No, we're fine. We're fine. It's okay. Now, here is another vehicle that I had marked that I was interested in when the price was a lot lower. The price is $1,350 right now. This is a 2017, so it's a newer vehicle. The problem is...
New bidder. New bidder.
The problem is they're bidding on it too high. It has keys. It says it has power, but won't crank. It's usually like
new bidder.
alarm system problem. But this is in good shape, except for the fact it's an Equinox and
New bidder.
it
New
looks
bidder.
like it's got a lot of leaky oil there. But the 162,000 miles, this probably runs. It looks pretty good on the inside, but wow, they're bidding up on it pretty good for something that they don't know the condition of it, of the engine or the transmission. But this could go either way. But it is definitely getting too many bids on it right now. $2,000. So what does that bring us to in auction fees? $595 worth of auction, or yeah, 500. Yeah, it is. It's just $545 worth of auction fees right there. Yipes! That's another car already just in the auction fees. $2,100 on it. If it runs and drives and it'll start, good deal. If the engine's blown, not so good deal. You're parting this thing out, or you're putting another engine in it, which might be the smarter thing to do because the body's so good on this car.
New bidder. New bidder.
I mean,
New
you gotta
bidder.
admit it.
New bidder.
It's a good looking car for an Equinox. See, it has the key right there. So this could be an anti-theft system, or it's not detecting the key fob. That happens often. And you can usually get this fixed. It's got some rust on the rotors, but that's all doable. $2,100
Sold.
Next on the
with
block.
like
Next on the block.
$600 worth of auction fees. So like $2,800 this went for. So hopefully this is a good car and somebody can make some money off of that or get a good running car because it looks nice. Okay, here is one that I don't know why I want it, or why I like it, because it's totally ridiculous. It's a 2013 Chevy Spark of all things.
Next on the block.
Ridiculous. And it's been crashed. I mean, look at this thing. It looks perfectly fine in the front end. It only has 100,000 miles on it. It's a 2013, but it has no keys.
New bidder.
But it was clearly, look, it looks fine on the front. It was clearly an accident. It looks like it got squished in between two semis or something.
Sold.
It is
Sold.
bashed on both sides.
Next on the block.
So, see, there's tire marks on this side and there's tire marks on this side. So it either spun
New bidder.
and hit the same
New
vehicle
bidder.
twice, or
New
it got
bidder.
squished in between two vehicles. I don't know. This is ridiculous. I don't need this thing. But it's at $550 right now. I mean, it's cheap enough. Oh, wow, that went
Sold.
quick.
Sold. Next on the block.
Sometimes it just goes super quick, and that just saved me from probably making another mistake, because I don't know what I would do with this. I probably would have just taken it
New bidder.
into the back of Street Right Garage Worldwide headquarters and beat around on it. But this is ridiculous. That must have been like $200 worth of auction fees, so it's probably like $750, $800. I don't know. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't bid on that. Maybe, I don't know, maybe next time. That's a problem with this auction, because ridiculous stuff just pops up, and if you have enough time to think about it, you wind up hitting the button. But fortunately, there's glitches in this auction, and sometimes they just go boom, super fast like that. Even though people are sitting there bidding on it, it'll go fast, and it won't give you a chance to really get in there and bid on it. So that is a good thing. Now, here is a car that is it's a little bit scary that somebody's actually even bidding on it. It's a 2016 Hyundai Elantra. We know that
New
Hyundais
bidder.
are not the world's greatest cars, especially in the engine department. The thing is, we don't know the miles on it. It has no keys on it. We don't know if it runs. We don't know if it goes into gear. We only know that there's some body parts. And it had a license plate on it that kind of looks like it was expired, maybe. Well, it might not. That might be a 26 tag. But $2,000 on this Hyundai Elantra that we don't know anything about. the probability that it has a bad engine or transmission is high.
Sold.
$2,500
Next on the block.
is what it's currently bid up on. So, I mean, the interior looks good. I'll give them that. You can usually tell by this center console if they wear a leaner. If this is all cracked up, you know it's easy 200,000 miles on it. So this might be still under 200,000. The seats look okay. It's fairly clean on the inside. That kind of looked like a cigarette burn right there. Looks like they had some passengers.
New bidder.
This may very well have been an Uber car as well. So it could have high mileage and still be clean. $2,150 on it.
New bidder.
Which brings us to $2,700. So $600, $640 worth of auction fees on that. Yipes. So
Sold.
Almost $3,000 for that car.
Next on the block.
Would it be worth it? Plus you got to get a key made for it. There's no key for it. So what's that? $200. So
New bidder.
okay, I would put this car on a do not buy list, but evidently there is a market for
New
these
bidder.
things. Now another car that's usually on the do not buy list is the Kia. Hyundais and Kia, they're pretty much the same problems. Engine problems, transmission problems, they're a mess.
New bidder.
Now this one,
New bidder. New bidder.
this is one of those easily stolen vehicles. And if we come here, it has 200,000 miles, it's 2015, has no keys, but the engine runs. It went into gear,
New bidder.
the ignition's
New
broke.
bidder.
So somebody stole this, so apparently it was a running and driving car. So at least we have that going for us. If we're gonna buy a car that we shouldn't buy, it probably would be this one because we pretty much are guaranteed that it's a runner. And somebody just took this for a joyride. And it doesn't really look like they beat it up. So somebody just went from place to place, sold this car, cruised it around a little bit, probably left it in a parking lot somewhere. It's a 2015. It does have 200,000 miles on it, but it's only at $1,100, just under $1,200 right now. So if I was going to buy, definitely if I was going to buy something I shouldn't buy, it would be this car right here. Seems like this would be a pretty good deal. The ignition's not hard to put back together. They sell the parts because there's so many of these that get stolen. And then you put in a alarm system or a kill switch or something so that doesn't happen again. So $975 is the current bid on it right now with $1,230. Where can you find a 2015 for $1,250? That's pretty decent.
Sold.
It is not exactly what I am looking for today, but it is one of the better deals in this auction. So sometimes if you wait a little while on this auction and don't get overly excited in the bidding process, the high bidders start to go away. So we're over halfway through this auction and all the crazy people, looks like they've run out of money. Maybe there's some good deals to be had yet. Actually, we're about 3/4 of the way, so we're actually quite a bit into this auction. One I wanted to look at and I marked it, it was a 2003 Toyota RAV4. RAV4s always bring all the money. Now this one, she's a little bit rough around the corners. The windshield's been cracked, so that's $200 right there. Went into gear, ignition broke. Somebody steal this one too? Huh. And she's beat on the fenders, cloudy headlights, broken mirror. She did it in quarter panels.
Sold.
Next
on the block.
Catalytic converters there, the 2.0, 145,000 miles on it. Wow, she's beat up on the inside. Not looking good on the inside. Man, it's filthy. Oh my gosh, this thing's filthy. It is so bad. I don't like it. I don't like it. $575. $770.
New bidder. New bidder.
And now people are starting to bid on it after they let it go. They're looking at it like me. They're like, maybe we should bid on that. 856. Is it going to stay below 1,000? 675, 800.
Sold.
Yeah,
Sold.
it stayed underneath $1,000.
On the block.
Next on the
I
block.
just cannot bring myself to bid on this. I am not doing good today because I've been burnt on this auction before, and the headlight's broken too.
New bidder.
It just
New
makes
bidder.
me leery. If the windshield wasn't cracked, that's a,
New bidder.
and the door panel and the fender. I mean, it's like all $200 items. It's like that's $200. There's probably $200 worth of interior work that might need to be done, and the fender, $100. The mirrors probably $30. And it's all adds up. Things that you got to think about. But it only has 145,000 miles on it. But it's a 2003. So I don't know. I'm glad I passed on that one. I am trying to be a little more selective with the vehicles I bought after, that last fiasco. And I want something that runs. I want something that drives. I want something that's basically just dirty and I don't have to do a whole bunch of work to. I don't want to have one that there's so many little things that it just adds up and you lose all your profit. So I want to buy something I can just like clean up, maybe change the oil on it and send it down the road. It's a little difficult in this auction. Okay, here we have a little bit newer one. This is a 2020 Chevy Blazer. It's actually in pretty good shape. 100,000 miles on it. It's a 2020. Miles, well, they're about right. The airbag's blown. I didn't see the damage. Wonder where the damage is. Wonder if it was hit underneath. Oh, wait a minute. There's a little bit of damage right there. I kind of think it's might have been damage underneath the truck here, because I definitely don't see where it's been hit. It's possible they could have ran it off into a ditch or something, so there might be a lot of damage underneath that we are not seeing since the airbag's blown. That is weird. See, there's some damage here on this wheel arch. So obviously something happened to this one, and they're up to $7,300 on it. I really don't know what these go for, so I can't be an expert on that, but I know $7,500 is bringing you $9,000 worth of auction fees, almost $8,000. We'll get a better judge if it, they're $8,000, 9,100, so it's $1,600 worth of, really? $1,600 worth of auction fees? That is crazy. No, it's not. Is it? Is that right? I can't do math. $8,500 on it. $10,000. Yeah. Wow, that's like $1,500 worth of auction fees. Oh man, that price. Those auction fees are outrageous, aren't they? Let's see what it rose down to, $9,000. So yeah, that's $1,500. $1,700 of auction fees. $1,700 and $1,740, $1,740 worth of auction fees on this. Always been on this number. That seems really high when that thing, you don't know what's wrong with it underneath. $9,200, $10,000, $11,000 with auction fees. Crazy. And they just keep going on it. $11,000 for this. I mean, if it wasn't damaged underneath or wherever it's damaged at with the airbag blown, maybe, but that's a lot. Plus, 100,000 miles. It's not bad, 100,000 miles, but not at this price range. $11,300, $11,400, $11,500. $9,700. Are they going to get 10 grand I want to see if they get $10,000 on this. $9,800. Oh, come on. You're going to stop now? Not going to go $10,000? $11,645. Looks like they have stopped on it. Nobody's going to bid on it anymore. Come on, I want to see somebody bid $10,000 for this. Nope.
Sold.
Wow.
Sold.
That
Next on the block.
definitely not right. That is crazy. They bid up to that much on there. So that one's obviously going to be repaired and put back out on the road, I guess. This one right here, I mean, this is a 17 Mitsubishi. It is also damaged. It's just a little bit more obvious. It has 156,000 miles on it.
New bidder.
And it's got that weird wheel thing going on. But, I mean, there's a door damaged. And maybe a little bit in the quarter panel.
New bidder.
But it's a 17. I think I would have bought this Mitsubishi over that Chevy Blazer for sure. And it's going to go a whole lot less money, $1,500 with $400 worth of auction fees. It's a lot better than $1,500, $1,600 worth of auction fees, that's for sure. I think your profit margin would actually be larger on buying this cheaper car and selling it for cheaper than buying that expensive car and selling it for a smaller profit margin. That's what you got to be careful of. I'm still amazed over that Blazer. That was just insane. Is it going to sell $1,700 with what's that, about $2,300 with auction fees? $2,100, almost $2,200. Definitely a better deal. There it goes.
Sold.
About $2,200 with auction fees on that.
Next on the block.
Way better deal. Okay, here is another newer one, a 2017 Kia Soul. It's currently at $2,000, and it says 175,000 miles, 2017, no keys, went in gear, the ignition's broke. So another stolen vehicle apparently.
Sold.
And it just sold for $2,000.
Next on the block.
About $2,500 with auction fees, I'm guessing. But this is not bad. And it was stolen, so you know that they really messed this one up. I don't think you have to mess them up this bad in order to steal them. So you're probably looking at about $300 to get that one repaired. So you're in it for less than $3,000. So this would probably be about the best deal that you can get at this auction. The interior is not too bad. It was stolen, so you know it runs, and it's red. So if you're gonna buy any car, probably this one is the best one to go for. Okay, you guys tell me what you think of the auction prices. Is it just me, or are those auction prices just too high, except for maybe a couple of them at the end? I think the Kia Soul was probably about the best deal that you're going to get out of that, and it was all the way at the bottom. There's only a few more cars left and nothing good for us to look at, so we are done for the day. But we had to go through pretty much the entire auction and until people ran out of money, and we finally found a good deal on a car that we didn't buy. So let me know what you think. I think things are high, and people don't have the kind of money to spend. And I think that there's still dealers in there trying to buy cars for too much money and then try to sell them for too much money. I think we still have probably another 4 or 5 weeks before things settle down and get back to where they should be. But that's just my opinion, and we'll see what happens in the future. So that is going to wrap it up for this episode of Street Rag Garage. Until next time.